Hi everyone, my name is Manuela and today I'm gonna talk about Norway press. The question I'm gonna try to answer in this video is how Norway became the country with more free media, without censorship and political pressure. First, I'm going to define the concept of free media. What is free media? Second, I'm going to talk about what is journalism and press to the Norway people. Third, I'm going to talk about the constitution and laws that supports free media. In fourth place, I'm going to talk about hashtag #et minute champagne. Then I'm going to talk about Norwegian press code of ethics. And finally, a little bit about cyberbullying. Okay, so let's start. The RAE defines it as the freely communicate truthful information by any means of dissemination. Okay, so please look this graphic for 1 minute. You can see how Norway is in the first place from 180 countries and is rated with 7.8 out of 10 of quality journalism. That's good, great. As well, you can see how Scandinavian countries are in the top of press freedom, and this have been over the years. For the Norwegian people, journalism is synonymous of democracy, and we can't talk about it without a good quality of journalism. The characteristic of the Norwegian press is that informs or reports, that provokes, that reveals, and that criticizes and corrects. Have to be a quality social journalism that work in pro the citizens, that protect and promotes the rest of the human rights. Here you can see some press brands as Bergens Tidende, Stavanger Aftenblad, Adresseavisen, Avisa Nordland, and others that are regional newspapers that fulfill their social role as critics, educators, opinion makers, and patriots. And the voices that comment there criticize the region and, of course, the central government. It's interesting because for the young people and to all the citizens of Norway, the news are very, very important. Here you can see the perfect example of a great article. This one is called The Failure, Jane's History, in which Bergens Tidende, a journalist, told about the difficulty of the education of Janes and highlight the negligence and the care of public agencies and institutions. This newspaper won a Scope Award for this work. For them, journalism is not a business, and they strongly believe in independent media. The 27th of March of 2015, Norway made an agreement with UNESCO to co-work in the freedom press, and they agree that the obtained funds will be destined to the protection of the journalists and security of the journalists. It's evident how Norway is supporting and training the future journalists in topics as security, journalism quality, ethics, and human rights. Hashtag #et minute champagne is the result of two foundations called Tinius and All Media that unites all the organizations around all the media organizations around the country to invite and send a message to the people like, hey, The press is for you. It is important to us that you feel we play an important role in your daily life. This code is constantly recalling to the journalists what is considered good press practice. For example, that you as a journalist have to take a lot of points of views and voices. Every editor and newsroom member should be familiar with and base daily practice on these ethical press standards, because this ethical practice conforms the entire journalism process since the start to the publication. This code is divided in 4 parts. The first one talks us about the role of the press in the society, of course. The second one, how to take integrity and credibility. Third one, the appropriate journalist conduct. Third one, it talks about the ideal way of journalist conduct and their relationship with the sources. Finally, as I've said before, the journalists are very safety in that country, but there are some cases of cyberbullying. For example, there was one journalist that came from Korea and he received through internet some racist commentaries because his nationality. But it's very weird that these kind of things happens. As well, here you can see my biography, the links that I use to do this presentation and my investigation. And ta-da! This is the end. Thank you.